Okay, I'm now going to move away from the topic of artwork, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the music for my video, A Colourful Detour. That music I wrote is also called A Colourful Detour, and it features a very unique sounding percussion loop which I played using tins with water in. By tilting the tins while hand drumming on them, it was actually changing the pitch. Now I'm going to transfer to somewhere where there's a sync and demonstrate this for you. Okay, first I'm going to show you the 5 tins I used to create the 2 percussion loops. First of all is this one. This one here gave the most bassy kind of sound. And then there's this one. And then this one. Probably the oldest one of the 5. And then this one. And then finally, the one that gave the highest tinny sound, pun intended, is this one. Okay, I'm now going to demonstrate this thing what I call pitch bend tins. I'm going to start with this one. Now this one actually dripped a hell of a lot while I was using it. So I'm going to demonstrate it here. Okay, this is what it sounds like. And with the water in, now I'm going to show you this one. This is without water. And this is with. Next, I'm going to show you this one here. This is without water. And this is with. Now this one. This one was actually the hardest to play because it's quite wide, so I couldn't really hold it like that, so I had to hold it from the top, which affected the sound. Anyway, this is without water. Very nice high-pitched sound. And then this is with water. And then finally, this little ditty one. This is without water. And this is with. Okay, now I'm going to play you the percussion loops. Now both of these loops have pretty much the same rhythm, except they're in slightly different time signatures. The first one is in 4/4 and the second one is in 12/8, although you could call that 4/4 swing. I'm not going to play you the whole of each loop because it will be monotonous. Anyway, I'm going to play you the first loop now. And now I'm going to play you the second loop. So those were the percussion loops of Pitch Bend Tints. Now, I did actually do a spoken intro for my video, A Colourful Detour, but in the end I decided not to use it because it soon became out of date and inaccurate. When I did that spoken intro, I had drawn my first colourblind test plates, and I was going to show that along with my Colour Palette 1 in that spoken intro. But this was shortly before I realised that I was going to have to redo my first colourblind test plate along with all of the palettes. And I felt that was information worth mentioning, because otherwise people might think that the video Magic Revelations isn't going to be far off, which it certainly is going to be. Also, in that spoken intro that I decided not to use, I said that the pictures in A Colourful Detour were going to be fairly basic. Now, I imagined they were going to be when I did that spoken intro, but they turned out to be far from basic. And also, I didn't want to show my first colourblind test plate and my Colour Palette 1 in a short intro. I felt that I've done enough work on this project to do an entire presentation video like this, so that's what I decided to do. Anyway, my video Magic Revelations will be finished sometime in the future. I don't know when, but I would imagine sometime in 2015. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you later.